I don't know about you, but I personally kind of get a little disheveled around the holidays. My room is a little bit of a mess and I just feel like we need to do a little Sunday reset. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me. I'm going to clean my room, probably take an everything shower, go for a walk, get in the word, and yeah, let's do it. Okay, so my bed is made, and one of the things that I forgot to tell you guys is for my Sabbath Sunday, I'm choosing to actually fast. So I'm breaking it at 6 p.m. tonight, but I am going to have some electrolytes and some water because it is so important to stay hydrated whenever you're fasting. This is what I mean by my room is pretty messy. There's just a bunch of clutter everywhere, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to clean all of this up. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish putting all this laundry away, and yeah, you guys can watch me if you want. This is not even an ad, but this material is genuinely one of the most comfiest things ever. I love it so much, and if you want to look more into these defined jackets, I do have them linked on my LTK account. So definitely go check that out. I also got, this one's from the brand Owner, I think it's O-N-E-R, and then this one is Lulu, which I also got for Christmas. Oh, I think there's a shirt stuck in there, cute. But this one's also incredibly comfortable, and it's just kind of nice because it's lightweight, but it gives you something to just kind of feel a little bit more put together in and completes the outfit. So I'm excited to wear it on my walk today. Okay, this is the complete look, and then I'm gonna go grab my shoes and we can head out together. Definitely not the most aesthetic place, my garage, but I am going to throw on my shoes and then we are gonna head on a walk. And I was thinking about it, and I was gonna go for a prayer walk, and I'm still going to do that, but I did really want to just kind of talk to you guys about all the things that are on my mind right now, and yeah, just kind of give you guys a little glimpse into my life, because I feel like I do share so much on social media, but at the same time, I never really kind of like give you guys a little glimpse into what's going on in my world. So yeah, let's go for a walk and I'll talk. Oh shoot, I could be a rapper. Let's go for a walk while we talk. Okay, yeah, that's really cringe. Okay, bye. Okay, so right now I'm kind of giving egghead because I have not washed my hair in 5 days. Hopefully it'll get healthier this year. This was my year of growing out my hair. Y'all, I always get so embarrassed whenever a car drives by me because I'm like standing out here with my like tripod and camera just talking to myself, and it's like, oh, that's not embarrassing at all. But you know what? I've been learning in 2025 to just have confidence when it comes to filming and vlogging, because literally no one cares. Like, you just have to do your own thing, to go for it, because honestly I didn't want to start posting at first because I thought it was so cringy, and I was like, oh my gosh, like people are gonna make fun of me. But once I started doing it, the coolest things started happening. Like people started reaching out to me. Holy sun, people started reaching out to me about just like, you know, not by my works but by God's grace, and how, you know, a video I posted, you know, changed their perspective on something, or it actually really helped them grow at their relationship with God. And those are the kinds of messages that just encourage me to keep on doing this, because honestly there's been times where I don't really want to show up for myself, but when I know that there's somebody on the other side that might be affected by it, it just reminds me to show up for them. And that's really the only reason that this keeps me going at the end of the day, just doing it for the Lord, doing it for others, because if it was all for myself, I probably would have stopped a while back. The one thing that I did want to talk about on this walk is, oh my gosh, there's a little puppy. I have a list of kind of like 5 to 8 goals that, notice how I didn't say 6 or 7. I really want to just kind of lean into and hopefully focus on in 2026. And a lot of times I feel like, you know, I make goals for myself and then I don't actually end up fulfilling them or doing them, and it's kind of like disappointing, because then I end up like at the end of the year, and you know, I know to give myself grace, but at the same time I'm like, man, I really wish I had finished those goals. One of those goals is I actually want to write a Christian country album on my guitar. I've written a bunch of country and Christian music, but I've never really sat down and like wrote out an album. And I don't know if I would record it or if I would just write the songs and sell them. But I definitely want to like do that this year, just because I feel like that's a gift that the Lord's given me. And the second thing is I really want to film more podcasts, because I feel like the Lord has been revealing so much to me recently about just speaking up and being bold in your faith. And this year I feel like I honestly was kind of like leaning back with it a little bit, and totally understandable why. Like, I went off to college and I had 1,010,000 things happen, and it was so busy, and I think I maybe made like 2 podcasts in the last like 5 months. The cars driving by me is actually the most humbling experience right now. And then the third goal that I really want to accomplish is being so intentional with my movement, because this past year I think that the gym and working out almost became an idol in regards to my physique and the way that I look, and I completely lost focus of why I'm doing that. And so this year I want to just be intentional and do it for God, and remind myself every single time that whether it's, you know, a Pilates class or a workout, that I just 100% committed to the Lord, and that He is the sole reason that I am doing these things, because He gave me this body for His glory and not my own. And if I keep chasing after a physique or an image or comparing myself to girls online, then I am never going to be able to reach the full potential that the Lord has for me. And so I just want to kind of lean into that, and also just encourage you guys with that, because I think that a lot of people struggle with why they do things. I think that a lot of times it can come from a prideful heart, and I am guilty of that sometimes. But man, to just step back and surrender it and be so humble and be like, Lord, this is at your altar, and this is not for me, this is for you. That's just kind of my, you know, mindset going into 2026. So the fourth goal of mine for 2026, this might actually sound like kind of unhinged, but just hear me out. So the last 3 years have felt a calling to not date anybody, and just fully walk with the Lord, just me and Him, and not have any distractions whatsoever, and just be content with my relationship with Him, and just pray that at the right time He'll make it happen. And that second part of it is obviously still my prayer. I want on His timing. But this past couple of months, I have just felt this like tug on my heart to do life with somebody. And because I'm getting older, I'm like, you know what, and I'm still young, obviously I'm only 18, but something that I feel like the Lord's just been saying is like, I am about to call you into a season of pushing, you know, not only yourself but someone else in their faith. Years I've actually wanted nothing to do with it, and you know, there's been a couple times where I'm like, you know, God, like, you know, maybe I like this guy, but this past month I've just been like, man, I really feel like He's calling me into that. And obviously that's going to take a lot of prayer and a lot of waiting, and I want it to be on His timing. And maybe it's not in 2026, maybe it's even in 2027 or 2028. I don't really know what His timing is going to look like this year, but I truly just want to lean into it. But I do feel like He's calling me into that. So if you saw my like 2026 vision board, that's why there's a picture of a girl and a guy dancing on the beach, because one of my biggest prayers this year is that He brings me a fruitful relationship with the man that hopefully I will get to marry one day. So anyway, that's my yap about that. This walk has literally just turned into me yapping about all of my goals, but I hope you guys are finding this interesting, and if you've watched this far, I really appreciate it. My fifth goal for 2026 is to start a company, and I don't want to reveal what company this is going to be, but I do want to use it all for the Lord, and hopefully it'll be something that you guys think is really, really cool and really, really awesome. And I really don't know how I'm going to go about it, but I have a couple ideas that I think I want to run with, so we're gonna see what the Lord brings this year. Yeah, but I just got back to my house and I am about to go shower and take a little reset, so come with me. Slight change in plans. I actually think it is so beautiful outside, so I'm going to throw on my swimsuit and lay out for a little bit and read my Bible, and then I'm going to shower and do a little reset, so come with me. Just got out of the shower, so come do a little reset night with me. First, I have to put my little towel turban on so that my hair will dry. I actually got the new Shark blow dryer for Christmas, so I'm gonna use that to blow out my hair. Okay, so we're going to dinner with some of our family friends tonight, and I kind of want to wear these overalls. They're from Free People, and I think they're super cute. Okay, I'm gonna do some eye patches and then blow out my hair. I have my eye patches on, and then I'm about to blow out my hair with my new Shark. I am obsessed with it, and as somebody who I have very curly hair, don't be fooled, I just brushed all of this out, but my hair naturally is very, very curly, and so it usually takes me almost 2 to 3 hours to get it straight and blown out, but this, it takes me 20 minutes, so yeah. I just finished my hair, and this is the final look. I think it turned out so cute and so blown out, and I just did a little claw clip in the back. It's kind of a huge claw clip, so honestly might end up changing that, but I think that's like honestly it for the vlog today. I am going to go hang out with my family and go grab a family dinner, so I love you guys and Jesus loves you more. Mwah.